I am your keeper for this evening, 𝗁𝗲𝗄𝗃, she/they pronouns, and we are here for our part one of season finale, uh, episode 8. Was it worth it? Part one. And without further ado, we're going to go through our cast, starting with Iris.
Hello, my name is Iris Wyndham, pronouns she/they, and I will be playing Cordelia Bennett, pronouns she/her, and I think for the most part, yes. It was worth it. No.
I was like, what? I did ask that question in a question. Vin.
Goodness golly gracious. Hi guys, I'm Vin at 𝗀𝗀𝗏𝗏 on Twitter, and I'll be playing Millie, they, them. And currently,
who's to say? Red.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red. My pronouns are she/her. I am playing Megan Frost, the Crooked, whose pronouns are also she/her. And as long as she doesn't get caught, it's always worth it to Megan. But here we are.
I'm so looking forward to see how you get out of this. I very much am, because I'm excited for it. And Jazz.
What up? My name's Jazz. Pronouns are she/her, she/they. What are my pronouns?
It's one of those days.
It's one of those days. And I play Mo Jackson, the professional, whose pronouns are actually she/her. Yep. God, I hope so. I don't know. Jury's still out on that one.
Bless. We're going to get into content warnings. This is a series that focuses on the following elements: violence and combat, trauma and processing trauma, grief and processing grief, minor body horror, dark imagery or concepts, descriptive scenes of death, no gore, just unsettling and creepy, illusions and altered realities, memory manipulation, and just a general creepy atmosphere. Please take care of yourself. If these elements do not sit well with you, make you uncomfy, it's okay. You can come back and watch the VOD later, or you can step away. And that doesn't just go just for the audience, that also goes for the cast as well. There are safety tools in place that can be used at any time. So yes, thank you. Without further ado, let's do the recap, because it's been a little bit. Everyone recovers at the Night Creatures Lounge after a battle with 3 unknown entities that are vaguely human-shaped, but very dark and very strong in terms of how they handle things. It seems that everyone does their own thing. You learn a lot from Theo having to do with the journal and its tie to the doll maker, which is kind of worrying. And you all also figure out that Mo is possessed by the book, that therefore is somewhat possessed by the doll maker, ? Y'all did a couple of other things at the Night Creatures Lounge. What did y'all do? If anyone wants to talk about it.
Some of us had some heart-to-hearts, such as Ezra and I, as well as Mo and I. Talked about life, love, the pursuit of happiness, as well as how Mo would be proud to have Cordelia as a daughter.
That was adorable. And I didn't appreciate the feels in the first 10 minutes at all.
What you're talking about. It's always good. Feels first thing in the morning? Yeah.
I get it. Who else wants to?
Megan kind of took a step back while those heart-to-hearts were happening because she didn't want to interrupt. So she left a note for Ezra on his pupper's collar.
Theo or Ezra?
Theo, sorry, Theo.
No, you're fine. It's all good. I'm just checking. And we'll see how that one goes. And you also tried to read a bad situation to see if there's anything you could do to get more information about how to tackle the situation, but was unsuccessful.
Yeah, I don't think she got much from that. I think
totally
it's just
fine.
yeah.
And Millie, I think you gave into Rage's demands, if you remember.
That sounds about right. I unfortunately have 0 brain cells.
No, you're fine. You gave into Rage's demand to look further into Theo. So you read Theo's mind and you went through his brain space to get some information on him. And you found out that they have a weakness to some sort of residue from infernal related things. You're not sure what that is, but there's a lot of different types of things that would count. So you know that, as well as that they're working on it. They finished a tattoo on Ezra after to better align with whatever magic that Ezra has now. As y'all leave the Night Creatures Lounge, Theo finds out that there are the cleaners are out in Calico Avenue, and warns you. I believe Megan and Millie end up teleporting to Theo's apartment to bypass all that, and everyone else decides to take the long way and experience Calico Avenue while going in full force down the street. A lot of things happen. I believe Cordelia, you select the body that you would like to use from Willow. Have a further heart-to-heart a little bit with Ezra in terms of more finding out what Ezra might, or asking questions about what magic that he might be using. Mo and Theo have a heart-to-heart. Theo apologizes for not telling everything, but has their reasons. Mo's suspicious, apparently. Yeah. But it's just because you don't know what a Nephilim is, or really ever talked about it, or even looked into it.
I didn't really go to church, so.
So no worries. Y'all encounter a cleaner near your way out. Mo, did you want to talk to that?
This cleaner whose name I'm unfortunately forgetting, but I have adopted
Maria.
her. Maria, that's right.
Because you made me think of that name on the spot.
I'm so sorry, but I regret nothing.
I
It's a shame. I really should have remembered that. I'm gonna write it down. Maria. My kid. It's cool.
Just adopting
all right.
every person that you see.
It's my personality.
Gotcha.
Yes. So Maria has informed the group of them that they are looking for Megan, and also that there was a fight a while back, and they were also kind of looking into that, but not really. They were mostly going door to door, asking people if they knew Megan and where she was. Luckily, Mo was able to dodge most of the questions, mostly by being motherly, and that is I mean, it went pretty well, I think.
It did.
She suspects nothing. Yeah,
you did a really good job. You turned on the charm in a way where I did not think you should manipulate anyone, so good for you. I was like, man, look at Mogo, like, talking to people.
He's come so far.
You come so far from the beginning of the season, and last season. So you're able to bypass that. You're followed by someone, but you're able to alert Theo, who helps with the help of Marshmallow to distract, and Maria and their team give chase to what you assume is probably one of the earlier assailants that kind of looks like the magic user one of the group. You're not entirely sure, though. You are pulled into a memory just as you're leaving Calico, and you're confronted by Dion, who lets you know that things can't change, and that if you were to try to stay, that you would get hurt, probably. Did not explain further, just said that, and wants you to be safe. You are given an instruction to get information about Ezra, and you're able to give enough, whatever that is. Cordelia is able to figure that out. I don't think y'all can, like, I'm just like giving you like a rundown of everything. You don't have to give input on that one. You all do make it to Theo's apartment. You rush to make a cleansing circle to make sure that Mo doesn't become fully possessed or nearly permanently possessed, because then it will be harder to remove the problem. But in doing so, y'all are thrown into combat to stop whatever is outside coming in, I believe. Does anyone want to talk to that? The fight, the cleansing circle, anything like that?
Megan was a badass.
MVP.
Megan was a badass.
Fell down the stairs unscathed.
Yeah, buddy. You did magic to stop it from getting into the living room, but in doing so, gave the host's consciousness back as a side effect. Millie fought the big hulking one outside and is pushed too far by the benefactor of the abilities that Millie has and was able to essentially eviscerate, burn them to ash. They vanished. They disappeared. Barely. That's actually perfect. Thank you. Just like, just gone. Nothing but cinder and ash and like a flash fire and outline of feet. Like it's essentially what you see. And Damien witnesses all of that. Barely able to help. Just thought it was going to be helpful. And instead witnessed that shit. Theo is successfully able to cleanse Mo. You are pulled into another memory before that happens, where the dollmaker talks to you and tries to convince you to give in. And you say no because you have family here. Even though you miss your old family, you have another family, and they need you. And the dollmaker says, "Screw you back," and is trying to had attempted to keep you there or damage you over time. But you're good. You're all good. Is there anything else I'm missing?
We had a post-credit scene.
Oh yes. Did you want to talk to your post-credit scene?
Sure, I'll do it. I'm really good at recaps.
You're really good at recaps. We love your recaps.
I don't know about that one. I was being facetious. Yeah, so after Mo is cleansed, all of her memories come flying back from when she was possessed, and she realizes that she went last night. Oh my god, this only took place in like a couple of days.
Yeah, this is literally just 2 days. Like this is the second day. Like this is
the worst weekend ever. Mo was taken in the taxi to is it Calico or Caligo? Caligo, that's right, we did discuss that. Was taken to Caligo Alley to a not quite a tattoo shot, but something similar that would allow for the memory erase charm thing that was on her from when she visited the dollmaker to be removed. So now, presumably, the dollmaker knows where he is being kept. They are being kept. I'm sure that's fine.
It's probably okay.
It's probably okay.
You're fine.
I mean, I'm fine.
You're fine. Yes, you're right.
Is the rest of the world fine? It's fine.
We'll see. So, without further ado, let us continue. We pick up where Mo, you're leaning against the brick wall next to the faux fireplace. I'm assuming as the memories flood in, you realize, just as Damien runs up to your side and support carries you. So like leans down, just to like it's literally just bringing your arm over his shoulder and picking you up to bring you over to the couch. And your memories flood in. It's kind of like you're disassociating is the best way to put it as this all floods in. Everyone's voices kind of swim away. It sounds like you're kind of hearing underwater is the best way to put it. And then your hearing kind of comes back. You come back to the present as this is happening.
Theo.
Yeah. What?
We gotta warn the Corps.
About...
I just remembered everything.
You're fine. You're cleansed, right? So like that. There's
no. I'm fine. No, I'm good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. Do you remember? So the dollmaker. Shit.
What about the dollmaker?
All this started a couple days ago when they called me in because the dollmaker wanted to talk to me. I visited him.
Okay.
I visited him and they erased my memory because it was in one of those facilities where they keep all the big bads or whatever.
Standard protocol, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, standard protocol. Last night, he took me to get that memory charm reversed. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do understand what you're saying. Like he just stares at you for a second. There's horror that passes over his face, as well as Ezra, that realizes this. It's like, okay, All right. Without saying anything else, he stands up, digs into his pocket to get his phone, and he like leaves the room. You're not sure where he's going, but he's in the hallway. He's going back down to the basement as he's having this conversation with whoever. Ezra, as you're sitting you take a seat, like Damien sits next to you, essentially, and Ezra sits on the other side of you. It's like, that's not good, Mo. Like, that, I don't know that much about the doll maker, but that's...
I know. This is all my fault.
You couldn't have known.
Is everyone okay? Y'all are good? No one's hurt? What does that look for? I saw that, Millie.
I think that we're all fine. I think that, and she kind of gestures to the person who's trapped right now, or was trapped. I don't think that they're fine.
No,
or
I'm not.
Any buddies.
No, I'm not. I feel like I'm going to die. Like, look at this. Like, you just see just an X slash across his shirt. And he's like...
Did you do that? Damn.
I was being attacked.
I mean, that's fair.
Can someone explain something to me? Like, can I get out of here?
No.
You're not going to die, and even if you did, it's not that bad. It's...
Can I let him out? Do we think he's good now?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. No offense.
I don't think that's a no offense situation, to be honest. This hurts a lot.
Mean, I understand, and I bet that you are really confused and scared right now. I understand, believe me. But we're gonna take care of you, okay? And you're probably not gonna die.
I mean, hey, and you see him look down at his chest, and you can all see that, like, one of the slashes is slowly starting to stitch together. It's kind of like the skin is melding together in a very, like, Play-Doh-y kind of way. Starting from, like, the edge and moving. So he's like, the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, you're definitely staying in there, buddy.
Like, what the fuck
Well,
is
you're not gonna die. That's good, right?
Sure, but what the fuck? That's not a human thing that happens.
Oh
shit. He sinks to the floor, like, slowly. He's like, what's going on? I don't understand.
Just because it's not human doesn't mean it's not normal. It's a new normal. Congrats. What was that?
No, that's good. That's good. It's fine.
Fucking crazy. Like, he just, like, staples his hands as he's, like, on the seat. He's not, like, curled up into, like, a fetal position. It's just more like he's sitting, hands on his head, like he's trying to figure out what's going on. Is anyone gonna say something?
Can I try and use magic to heal him? I know he's in a barrier, and also, I don't know.
Sure. By all means.
That is a 10 total.
Okay. +3. Like I was
thinking. Plus 3 was added.
Oh, okay, cool. So you describe how you're doing this? You're going up to the barrier?
Obviously there's some semblance of death or decay on this man, and so I'm just sort of drawing on that and I guess parting it from him and just trying to push him further from death, if that makes sense.
Okay. So while you're doing this, it looks like those stitches move faster. It's really fast this time. It's like the skin folding over for one of the slashes, and then it goes into the next one. It looks very unrealistic is the best way to put it. So he's like, this is not helping. I mean, thank you, ghost lady. I was in a kitchen in Queens. I don't remember how I got here. Now there's ghosts, and I'm bleeding black, and I nearly got killed by a child. looks at Megan.
Do you want to actually get killed by a child, sir?
No. No, I don't.
I didn't think so.
What's going on? And like Ezra steps in, is like, stop talking to them, please. There's other pressing issues here. The Corps. Okay, and he like sits down. He's still next to you, Mo. He's like, I don't know that much about the Dollmaker, but the book, right? The missing book, one of the missing items. That was an item that we were supposed to try to find out about from Chris. And he looks to Millie. But things happened. We weren't able to get that information. And it's been out in the world for 2 years. Mo, you touched that thing yesterday.
Yeah.
And you almost became, points to the man in the containment, the mirror containment.
Yes, thank you for summing that up.
I'm not trying to worry you or scare you, but that took a day and a half. And it's been 2 years. Do you understand how many people that is?
Yes, I get it.
And I don't know how many more he can control like this. So if they know where the location is, that's probably why Theo's like alerting at the moment.
Ezra, there's one more thing.
Yeah?
He was interested in you.
What?
He was interested in you. He wanted me to find out stuff about you.
You were talking to him?
Yeah, he was in my brain.
Okay. I don't know how it works. Like, what did he want to know?
I don't know. I don't honestly think it mattered that much. It just wanted to know more about you. And I think, I could be wrong about this, but when we first met, when I talked to him, whatever day that was, yesterday, jeez, he asked me a whole bunch of questions. They were kind of personal, but mostly it was just like he was trying to get to know me better. I feel like if that's what it is, if he just knows a little bit more about you, he can get his hooks in you. But
yeah,
I don't
that
know for
sounds
sure.
right. He was asking me questions too.
He asked you questions?
I was
Did you
trying.
answer?
They seemed simple enough.
Oh shit.
I didn't give him more than he asked.
He doesn't need
And when
anything more.
All public knowledge, and honestly, it's more about other people than me, what he asked.
It was not long ago that we were out of town, and simply giving up our name was enough information for terrible things to happen.
Would you rather we have not been able to find Mo?
I'm sure we would have run into her eventually. I mean...
Would it have been after she had gotten to this point?
Okay, all right, kids, stop fighting. It happened, it's in the past. I don't know if this is grounds for him messing around in your brain, or your brain, and she points at Ezra. I just know that he's dangerous. He's extremely dangerous. He's in containment right now, and he did all of that while locked down.
He had a loophole, which is the book.
Well, we have the book now.
Yeah, and I'm glad that it's safe. It's just, it got you first.
Yeah, but I'm back now.
I know you're back, Mo, and I'm happy. And he grabs your hand, and squeezes it. But he got enough from you.
I know.
He couldn't have known. I know. It's just, if he gets out,
it'll be my fault. I know.
it's not your fault. if he's been working towards this for a while, if that's the case. The long con, I mean, I don't know what happens after you're fully possessed, but that's I don't know. How's the guy outside? Ezra turns to Millie.
Well, we won't have to worry about whoever they were.
Why?
No reason.
Damien looks like, so Ezra and Damien are on both sides of Mo, and then they both lean out to look at you. But they don't say anything. Like, Ezra just looks curious. Damien just looks like he's trying to hide horror, but, you know, like, if anyone catches that, who's to say what that means? He's like, all right, well, I'm glad that he's not going to hurt anyone anymore. But at least we have this person. We could talk to him later, or maybe even help him.
I would hope we could do both.
No secrets, Millie. What happened?
To say burned to a crisp is an understatement. They were smoke and ash in an instant. Is that honest enough?
I'm sure you did what you had to.
Are you okay?
Is anyone okay?
I'm asking you specifically.
I could be better, but it's not about me right now, and I'd rather not focus on me.
Okay. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, this is a little fucking.
Thanks.
Yeah. You know, we're here if you want to talk, though. You know, just, you know, consider it. Nobody saw you, right?
Not anyone that's not in this room, I suppose. It's fine.
Okay. No, that's all we gotta worry about. It's fine.
Damien
Look
nods
at...
knowingly, but says absolutely goddamn nothing.
Smart man.
Smart man. Can one person roll sharp for me? Just someone, and it doesn't matter.
Who's the most sharp?
No.
Okay, I'll.
I mean, I can. If are we debating it? Is someone rolling? I'll roll.
I got a 6.
Fine. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's me. Let's go.
6 total.
You're missing something about the amount of people in this room, but it's fine. Like, it's just more like, something's off about the number of people here, but
I think I instinctively just sort of look over to Ezra for a minute, and then is Willow here?
No. They were in the car. I don't remember them coming in.
Oh. Never mind.
Never mind what? Is that
Nothing.
something that we should be worried about?
Not worried. I mean, if I don't know how the process is going to be, but I think I might know where she is.
Okay. Where would they? You know what? It's fine. Anyway. Speaking of rituals, I got prep work to do, and he stands up. I'm hoping that Theo can get a handle on it, but in the meantime, I'm at least going to prep your elixir for you. Looks to you, Cordelia. I'm gonna just go to the kitchen to do that. Mo, do you need anything? Water? Tea?
What? Oh, no.
Coffee?
I should text Jack and maybe Aurora. She just kind of like takes out her phone and is like,
Might be a call type of thing,
This
so
might be a
it seems
call
kind of
thing.
hard to explain.
Well, I mean, I feel like, yeah, you're right. All right, call it is.
All right, cool. So Ezra's gonna get up and take what he got from Caligo Avenue. So he probably has a sling, and walking down the hallway to the open door of the kitchen. This is where we're gonna go and go around to everyone and see what you all want to do. Okay, we're gonna go in the order of the overlay. So, Cordelia, what are you doing?
I think I'm following Ezra into the kitchen.
Okay. The kitchen is barren, so Theo's not there. You can hear Theo a little better downstairs, but not anything, unless you're actively trying to listen on what they're saying. They sound rushed tones, urgency, very professional sounding. Sounds like he's making several calls, is what's happening. Ezra goes to the kitchen. It is a very neat kitchen. Like there's like an island, very marble countertop. And he starts pulling things out for prepping mortar and pestle. He pulls out a lot of different herbs. Pulls out the jar of Reaper's Breath. He looks for a container, an empty container. So he's looking through. Less awkward than he normally is, where he's like, where is everything? I don't know. This time he seems a bit more slow and thoughtful, and pulls out like an empty jar as he goes through these different ingredients. Some of them you don't know what they are, but a lot of them are flowers that you recognize. Give me a second. One of them you know is like moonwort, thistle, heal all, stuff like that. But he's laying them out in order. It's very meticulous with it. And it looks like he's not zoned out, like he's still listening to you, but he's just not focused on you. The scene's yours as he's prepping.
I think seeing him get all of his reagents together, I just pull out the little string of dawn root that will it help me acquire, and I'm just sort of twisting it and like pulling at it, just sort of messing with it idly. I wanted to apologize, not to distract you, and I guess this isn't probably the best time for this if you want to just put a pin in this, but obviously I've been acting rather rash recently, and I've not been of the mind to take everyone else's emotions into account, I guess, yours specifically. I guess what I'm just trying to say is that I know that you have thoughts about Willow, and I can't imagine how it must feel to see that we've just welcomed her in after everything. And how much it must hurt even further for me to have gone to her for help, even to begin with. I mean, yeah.
So while you're talking, you know that he's listening because like he's pausing in what he's doing more often, but doesn't say anything. And you see him pull chrysanthemum, like dried chrysanthemum, into the mortar as he's grinding it, and then goes to Adder's tongue, which is next, and slow to the grind on that one. He's like, I'm not mad with you or Willow. I mean, I should be, I suppose. Not at Willow, but it wasn't Willow that was doing it. But I can't not see them. Like, I can't not see them chasing me down. I can't not see them ripping my soul out of my body and then cutting it loose. It hurt in a way I didn't expect. And I don't just so accurately using my fear against me. So I couldn't think straight. All I have is like my mind. All I have is my thoughts and my feelings, and when they were gone, I was lost and alone, and with this entity that didn't know what they were doing. Or they did, just along for the ride. I can't not see shadows everywhere. I understand that you want your body back, Corey. And I know I wasn't there when I was gone, but I don't think I could even be there present for you when I got my body back. It felt like everything just slammed into fifth. That was way worse 2 weeks ago. So no apology needed.
I know, but even if it's just for my own soundness of mind, I needed to know that you knew how I felt.
I appreciate it. Where are you? Like, are you like next to him, or like you're
I think
from him? Or?
Like is this like on like a countertop or like a kitchen island?
It's a
or
kitchen
like...
island, like a marble kitchen island.
I'll say adjacent, yeah.
So he stops the mortar and pestle and reaches for your hand that's twirling this iridescent thread dawn root, and rubs the back of your hand, your knuckles. It's like, it's okay, and I do appreciate it. And I have a lot to tell everyone. It's just, I don't even know how. Where to start. So don't worry. Hopefully we'll have time if, transcendent entity doesn't break out. So hopefully it doesn't happen. But there's enough people there to probably handle it. He goes back to doing what he's doing. I would love it if you could roll investigate a mystery on something that he's getting ready to do. So I'll just describe the scene first. He gets to the next thing, foxglove, and it looks like foxglove is kind of like a row of flowers that kind of look like cups or like bells, and it is a red-ish color with like white spots inside. He touches it, and then it changes color to black instead. I need you to roll investigate a mystery on that.
Investigate a mystery is plus sharp.
Yes.
That is an 8 total.
So I think that is hold 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And he's putting it into the mortar while he's grinding it. Ask your question while he's continuing going.
I feel like the obvious one is what happened here.
He
So, yeah.
No, go ahead. Go.
No. That's the one I'm going with.
Okay. You try to recall what he just did. His eyes changed color, so they like turned white at that moment. It was very quick. And it was on purpose, whatever it was. So it wasn't like, you touched it, like, oh, that's a different color. Like, it was literally, he intended, oops, I changed the color of flowers. No, it was quick, like, methodical. And he put some type of energy into it. That gave it obviously the color of it's black, but now it has like a weird aura about it. As he puts it into the mortar. And he's going through the next round of flowers. It's the only thing that he actually did a step for, like an extra step on.
What was that? The foxglove there.
This one is specifically foxglove from Crossroads, if I remember correctly. So it changes color when it's getting ready to be in use. So it's different.
Gotcha.
I'm just looking at Jazz. I'm sorry. So yeah, and then he goes down the list and he keeps on going. Heal all, then Lays Mantle and Mugwort, and none of them that doesn't happen for any other thing. But if you want to roll anything else while he's continuing, it's up to you. This is investigation time if you want it to be.
Yeah, I'll try to empathy my boy.
Your boy.
That is 10.
That's what, 10?
10 total.
10, okay. With that, what comes with this? Oh, you get a clear impression. He just lied to you. Like, he had just straight up lied to you. But it's not because he wants to hide it. He just has to do with, like, I don't even know how to talk about this right now. But what he did was pass some type of energy from... You're not sure what this is. It's not necrotic energy. It's not life energy. It is an energy you've never seen before, and it scares him very much, a lot. He's very terrified of what he knows what to do, and the fact that he knows how to do it so well, really quickly, means it's a natural feeling to it. But he did it so fast because he did not want you to notice it.
Gotcha. I'll just sort of flip behind him and just sort of wrap my arms around his waist, and rest my head on his shoulder and just say, take your time. There's no rush. There's no worries.
I know.
You don't even have to say anything. Just give him a kiss on the crown of his head and just sort of continue to float around. Keep him company.
He smiles at that. Like when you like bump his head, he like bumps yours back. And yeah. Megan. What's going on?
So, I feel like Megan doesn't really have anything going on right now.
Mm-mm.
So I think what she might try and do is, and she can't like dick around on her phone because she doesn't have that either. She might go to the bathroom and try and contact Elle.
Okay. So you go to the bathroom. You go to Theo's bathroom. This is the first time. It has a nice tile layout. It's more spacious, a little bit more spacious than most bathrooms. So it's not like a 1.5 bathroom. So it's like a shower and just it's like a shower tub and that. So it's maybe 2 people can fit in here, versus 3 people shoving into like a Moe's bathroom. You see mirror above the sink, a little taller. Roll magic to contact L.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
That's an 8. So you have a glitch though.
My glitch is, I'm sorry, Sade, I'm not going to be bold with it because I'm in Theo's place. I don't want to cause any more shit to hit the fan with him, so I'm going to take 1 harm instead.
Cool. Are you okay? Like, how much damage did you have before?
I haven't taken any damage.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. All right, so you just take 1 damage. So you go through it. You do it fast because you want to get out of the situation that you're in as quickly as possible. So you're nervous. In doing so, you feel like your fingertips feel like they got cut, but when you look down, there's nothing there. You're like, what the heck is that? But it hurts. It still hurts. So you take 1 damage from that. And as you do that, the mirror wipes away, and you see Elle there. Not at her usual background, which is like a normal wall or something like that. It seems like in a somewhat public space, but like a WeWork or something like that, like a co-working space of some sort, like a meeting room. It's kind of isolated. And she turns from a seating position that she was in, and then turns to look at you on a glass wall, probably. And she stands up with a smile. She looks very professionally dressed, hair put into a bun. She's like, "Oh, Megan, how are you?"
I mean, I could tell you, but I'm sure you already know.
Also, thank you, by the way.
I did hold up my end, but there seems to be a bit of a problem.
Oh, do tell.
It seems that things have been traced back to me, Al.
Oh, I see. So did the Corps find out about you? Is that what happened?
They did.
Mm-hmm.
And I currently am homeless and phoneless and on the run.
Mm-hmm. Is there something I'm supposed to do about that for you?
I do believe part of the deal was that it couldn't be traced back to me.
She smiles.
So yeah, hopefully.
She smiles really sharply at that. Wonderfully done. I'm so proud of you for figuring out how to get out of Fae deals. Wonderfully done. So, what would you have me do to help you in this? I already have the information I need about Theo.
I'm sure his name is just as real as yours. I can give you a person to blame it on and to kind of shift the focus. I don't know how well I don't know the ins and outs of Fae magic, but I'm sure transferring it from person to person is significantly easier than pretending it never happened to begin with.
I would need their full name.
Does Megan know his full name? I imagine she would.
You should, yes.
Yeah, like Mariah only knows his first name. Megan should know his full name.
You do. 1 second. What's this mofo's name again?
Zane.
Zane. So Zane Otanashi. His full name.
Okay. Should tell us his full name.
I see. So you want... What was the blame thing for? Like,
stealing the weapon.
Oh, my weapon. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. can do that, but that is a heavy cost. I understand that this is having to do with a loophole, but that is requiring of something else.
I'm not sure that's true, L.
How do you tell me
the
about
cost?
How do you tell me about my Fey deals?
I mean, just thinking of the logistics of what was said, the cost wasn't implied.
A favor for a favor. You got information for Theo from me. In return, you weren't supposed to get caught. I could have helped you in a different way with that, but blaming it on someone else and bringing in a third party does require me to do a lot of legwork on my end, as well as
if you
other
want to
things.
get rid of it entirely, that's fine. I just thought it'd be easier.
Get rid of what entirely? The deal?
To make it seem that I wasn't involved, to remove the blame from me. I thought it would be easier to give you another person, but if you have an alternative... I would like to hear your alternative before I agree to not making another deal.
I see. What I can do is have them forget that it's missing.
How long would they forget?
Anywhere from a week or two.
It's not enough. That still get blamed just a week or two later.
That's how human memory works. If someone comes back to find out and do the same thing over again, they're going to find out eventually.
I suppose the deal was that I wouldn't get blamed
Mm-hmm.
if they... But if they come back and blame me later, that doesn't seem like that fits what the agreement was.
So, you just don't want to be in another deal with me?
It's not that. I have been heavily warned against making them, and...
That's wise.
You seem so...
Agreeable.
Proud isn't the right word. That I was able to remember the other deal so well. So, asking the questions, being thorough,
I am
seems to
proud.
be in everyone's best interest.
That is fair. If I am to blame it on someone else, because that does help you instead of just delaying the inevitable. I want you, because I was going to do this already anyway, but if you could be my mediator with one Theo, or as they love to call it, Zenithiel, that would be much agreeable for me.
Define mediator.
Set up a meeting for us. Not at their location. I feel like I would get attacked if I were to just appear in their house.
Aside from that, are there any other limitations to being a mediator?
No. Just be present. Take notes. Be my note keeper. I would appreciate that.
I agree on one condition. I need to know more about who you actually are. Theo wouldn't agree to meet with you if I don't know that information.
What would you like to know about me?
What are you, Al? Or what is your name?
One or the other.
I said or. Whatever is the most equal.
The most equal thing would be what I am, because I am not giving you my name.
I figured.
So, I am as you know, Lady of the Lake, but I am one of many. There are many of us. I go by Nimue, so I'll give you my name on that one.
Doesn't quite tell me. I already knew you were a Lady of the Lake, but there's more to it than that.
I gave you my name, though.
Full name? I thought you said that was harder to give than what you were.
It's one of my names. I'll give you that one.
Got me on that one, Al.
You can do something with it, I suppose. It's an ancient name. I don't really go by it anymore.
It was the deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'll accept. So, I'll set up the mediation between you and him. In return, you pulled up your end of the bargain that it appeared more difficult and blame Zane. Or pin the blame on Zane.
I will do. And you will hear about it probably pretty soon. We'll see how that one goes. Is there anything else? Because after that, technically after the mediation, your job here is done. You have your gifts are yours, and you don't need anything else from me unless you want more from me for some reason.
I don't want more L, but I feel like you probably won't leave yet.
Probably not. You'll probably see me around. I have plans, as it were.
I figured. I'm sure whatever happens in this mediation will result in something. And you seem to need someone who's on this side for it.
Yes.
If not me, you'll find someone else, so...
Yes. But you're such a good choice. So thank you, Megan.
I don't know whether to be offended by that or not.
You shouldn't be. Take care. And
Thank you all.
the mirror wipes away. Anything else you wanted to do?
She'll go back down and wait for a moment with Theo.
You're gonna go down to where Theo is?
Oh, did he seem real busy with where he was, like what he was doing?
All he's doing is like basically, if you go down to the base, if you're choosing to, he's just pacing but talking. You'll be able to hear his conversation.
Oh, he's talking to someone?
On
Oh, she'll
phone, yeah.
wait.
Okay.
She'll wait.
So yeah, so you're probably like in the hallway where at the entrance of the basement. He sounds like he's like rapid fire talking to different people.
Yeah, she's gonna be far enough away so she doesn't get like accused of eavesdropping though.
Did you want to roll investigate a mystery to hear what he's saying?
No.
Okay.
She's
So
not gonna eavesdrop.
Not actually into eavesdropping. Like it's just
Yeah,
like, I don't
no.
want to be accused of eavesdropping. That doesn't mean I'm not going to eavesdrop.
No, she's not eavesdropping. She doesn't want to be accused of it because
Got you.
she's on thin ice.
Got you. You're all good. All right, Millie.
All right. Yeah, I wanted to just kind of make sure the room is actually normal again. If there's any
Oh,
magical...
like extra
Yeah.
residue.
Mhm.
I'm wondering if that's a use magic or if like you have something else that could work.
I think that's a regular use magic. Let me see.
You can investigate a mystery and use the site on top of that too.
Okay.
So those are two things you could do.
Yeah, I'll use the site. I'll
Okay.
investigate a mystery. That's sharp, and I have... Ooh. Good money, no whammies. A 10.
Yes. You got 2 questions on that. Do you want me to read them out?
Yeah, I do want to use the site for both. Yeah, we already established that. I will make sure I had read that right.
Yeah.
I guess, what is being concealed here, and where did it go?
All right. So what's being concealed here? When Mo was being cleansed, you didn't really see this part because you were outside. But you know, in terms of how rituals work, that it was expelled whatever was attached to her in her body trying to take over. You see a little bit of residue on the ceiling. It's like a black residue. But it is scorched to hell. So it looks like it got smited the fuck. Right? So that's where it would have been if there was anything left behind, but it is, you sense the barest residue. Like it's not even, you can't get anything from it in terms of like, it could be a harm later. It's just the evidence.
Okay.
In terms of where did it go? Is that what the question was? Okay, so in terms of where did it go, You know that was tied to something else externally, which you know as the doll maker. Um, it looks like it similar to the same. Actually, it's kind of the same answer. It's just evaporated out. It fully expelled out of her body. Um, that was the most evidence. It might have splattered other places in terms of exits. Sorry, Mo. Like not like that. Just like it just literally like it ejected out of you. Very similar to like the black ichor you're seeing. I'm sorry, don't think symbiote, but might as well be kind of like a symbiote kind of residue. But it was dried out and flung. And if it's not anywhere but the ceiling, that means that it probably evaporated out before it went anywhere else. That's the only evidence that you see on the ceiling.
Okay.
So no, everything's good here in terms of those things. I'm tempted to give you something else. That's why I'm like,
I mean, I'll roll again if I
no.
need to.
You don't have to. It's fine. Like I could roll again. There's a weird residue of another entity here, but you're not sure what it is. It's kind of similar if you witnessed, like, I don't know if you saw Dorian in the bar, the lounge, because you might have seen them, but you're like, oh, the fuck, you know, like someone was there and then they weren't there, and then they suddenly kind of faded into existence before your very eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever energy you got from them, theirs was very potent though when they did appear. Kind of reminds you of that, whatever that is, just lesser than.
Okay. As long as it doesn't pose an immediate threat or any level of danger, beyond like an ant or something, they're just gonna okay, and just relax. Just let those shoulders get a little loose and just let the chaos elsewhere be elsewhere and have a private moment.
Okay. Please. Let me be calm. You don't get that, sorry. So instead you hear, why are you relaxing now?
Look, it's been so long since I've attempted just to humor me.
I mean, I'll leave you alone, but I did want to tell you that, have you noticed anything in regards to just me talking?
Am I supposed to be in tune with someone else?
No. You had 3. Now there's 1.
I don't see what there is. I should be happy about them.
Yeah. You should be, thanking me. They were delicious, by the way.
I was going to infer that maybe they were consumed. Yes, congratulations. You are now of even greater power and fear in my mind. I am shaking in my boots.
Oh, your sarcasm gives me such joy. That was
Unless
sarcasm.
we can finally agree on something. I could tell.
Are you sure?
Yes.
But yeah, I thought you would be thanking me. At least you don't have 3 rattling things in your brain. It's just me in here.
Well, now 1 just got 3 times stronger. Is it twice as strong? I was never good at math.
Not 3 times as annoying, though. Unless you think I'm annoying.
Why would I ever think you're annoying?
Oh, that's sarcasm. Ah, so good. Okay. Anyway, what did you want to do about this Theo situation? Are you still angry with him? Did you want me to deal with him?
No, it's beyond me. It's not my problem anymore. And I'm making that choice so no one else can be hurt by my jealousy or my grief or my anger. I'm shutting down my emotions so no one else can get hurt. Because if you haven't noticed, we are dealing with a lot right now. And
You think I
Mildred
care?
being a problem. I know you don't, but I'm going to keep talking so we can be at odds with each other, because I can ramble as well as you can. And for the most part, it can just be us going back and forth for eternity. How does that sound?
All right, so this is the storyteller talking.
Yes.
Are you still upset with Theo?
I think everything going on now is a little bit more important, and they're just kind of trying to push everything down with an emotional plunger. I think they've just accepted it at this point, and they don't want anyone else hurt. Which is, it's not necessarily working, but that's what they're working towards.
I know, like I was
it's
just like
chilling the fuck out.
Can you roll? Same thing. Investigate a mystery with sight.
14.
Damn.
Right?
Nice. Okay. Ask 2 questions about this room.
What sort of creature is it, and what happened here?
Okay. As you're having this conversation, there is an outline of an entity leaning against the where Mo was. They were not there before they appeared this time. They seem very physical to you. They look like Theo, but it looks like they're having a really hard time keeping their form, the form of Theo. So it looks like the face is kind of shifting every second. Like, it's not like it's bleeding or melting. It's like it keeps on like twitching or changing slightly, like kind of a glitch. Trying to keep that hold. They're leaning against the wall next to the fireplace. Hands are crossed over their chests, leaning back. Red eyes looking at you. And I'm sorry, I keep on forgetting the questions you ask me. But like, what kind of creature is it? It was one of the other one?
Yes.
Okay. You feel it in the pit of your stomach. And it feels like it's radiating with, not fear, but something akin to it. Maybe something, you're not sure what it is. And it just boils your blood a little bit. You know this is a devil that's leaning against the wall. If you feel tied to them, as they eye you. They look very mellow, but like a radiating anger is coming off of them that seems very natural to them. Doesn't show on their face though. Very passive smirk as they look at you. It seems like only you can see them. Whoever else is in this room cannot see them.
Okay. If this was like a different situation, Millie would stay seated. But since this is a place full of magical bullshit and everybody has something going on, they're just gonna approach it just as casually.
Okay.
Is this supposed to make me angry?
I just wanted to test.
Well, surprise, surprise, there is still a level of vitriol since you are inside me.
Is everyone witnessing you doing this?
Yeah, it's just as straight as day.
Okay.
They're tired.
Mo, react how you want to react.
Who are you talking to?
I just like extend the hand.
Oh, are you telling me about mom? Is that what you're doing now?
When did this dynamic happen? Are you caught? Why? They stop themselves. You are very clever. You are very, very hilarious.
Who, me? That's a compliment. That wasn't sarcasm. Or was that sarcasm?
Are these your little monsters again? Or...
Yes, and I'm dealing with it the best I can.
No worries. Do you need any help? Do you want me to call Theo? What's going on?
Don't.
Oh,
I'm here, Mills. I'm right in front of you.
I have a lot to think about. And I guess it's time I simply asked for help.
From me? Or Ma?
I mean, if you feel that, come here, come sit down.
They sit.
As you walk over to sit, and you turn back around as you sit to face the fireplace, they're gone.
Hey, so I know we haven't been talking a lot. I kind of wanted to give you your space because, I mean, I was giving everybody space.
You don't have to do. Even the thing I am dealing with also called you mom in a mocking sense. I understand that we are a family, but we don't have to introduce dynamics of things. I'm sorry for being so rude. It's just a lot is going on right now, and I don't think I can just be quiet about it anymore.
No, I understand. I get it. I'm
sorry.
Don't be. Okay? Because, we all got our own shit, and none of us are judging you for it. We just want to help you.
I know. It's just, there's a lot more problems here that need immediate fixing, and I can just stay quiet, and it's better that way. And
Are you telling me that you're not a priority to me?
No, I'm not saying I'm not a priority. I just think people are more important than me.
That's what that means, babe. That's what that means.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
She's just gonna reach over and grab your hands. I know this is really touchy, but she's gonna do it. I'm really proud of you. Okay. And we're gonna figure this out. So it's okay. And no one's pissed at you, I don't think. I'm not. And thank you for telling me.
Thank you, because this is very painful right now.
Yeah, no, I know. Asking for help is really hard. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We really have that in common.
Yeah, we do.
So you know yourself.
They don't answer.
You hear a giggle in the background as it fades out. I'm so proud of you both asking for help.
Go!
Y'all are adorable. All right. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Because then I think we're going to transition to Mo then. After this conversation, it's kind of a seamless transition, though. I think, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
that works.
Cool. So as that happens, Mo, what would you like to do after having this conversation? This mini heart-to-heart with Millie.
I'm kind of just so. Her original plan was like, I gotta text. I guess I gotta call some folks. So there's a moment where she gets out her phone and goes to do so, and then she like freezes as she like reads the names on her phone, and she'll just like read it over and over and over again and kind of get stuck that way.
So Damien comes up behind you as you stand. I'm assuming you stand up to look at your phone and then you pause, kind of situation. He walks up to the side of you. Everything okay?
Yeah. Yeah. She kind of puts her phone away. How are you? What's going on with you?
Don't deflect. This is not the time.
I'm not.
That was.
Yeah, I'm not the best at lying.
No, I'm realizing that.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just remembered all of a sudden that reading things would pull me into So I kind of don't want to read anything right now. Do you want to like take a walk or something?
I would like that, but also, is that the best idea?
I'm not really good with ideas, honestly.
Did you want me to send a message to at least like one of them to let them know everything's okay? Like Jack?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Jack. Jack especially. Tell Jack that I'm sorry. I was supposed to come in like an hour ago. And I completely forgot. But I'm okay. Yeah.
Did you want me to tell them that you also got cleansed already?
Yes. That would be a good idea.
By Theo?
By Theo.
Okay.
Yep.
He reaches for your phone. I'm assuming you give it to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Quickly types that out on the phone to Jack, and then looks up the next line, which is Aurora. He's like, "Did you want me to send anything to your handler, Aurora? Right?"
Oh yeah, Aurora. Yes. Hi, I'm fine. Got cleansed. Thumbs up emoji.
He like stares at you and just types that out without looking at the phone because like he just like raises his eyebrows. He's doing that and then sends it.
I don't know. We're kind of in this weird relationship because she replaced Theo, but it's not really her fault. And she's like temporary technically, but I don't want to leave her out. Feels rude.
So that walk.
Yeah, that walk. Mills, we'll be back.
You'll be okay, right? Like Damien says, like gesturing to you.
Why would I not be okay?
You know what? I shouldn't even ask questions. Youth, walks towards the door.
If we're not back in like half an hour, I'll core or something.
I'll put a timer on it.
Cool, thanks.
Right. You go for a walk. What did you want to talk to Damien about?
For like a minute, she just kind of like walks. She in silence. She goes to stick her hands in the pockets of this jacket. She's like, "Oh, this is yours. Do you want this back?"
No.
No.
He looks
Why?
to the side like, no.
You have like 3 changes of clothes.
I think you need it more. I mean, you're wearing a dress that looks like it got shredded by decay. So,
That's true. That's true.
And it's okay. I was thinking of staying anyway, for a little longer. So I was gonna like probably go.
Really?
Yeah. Pick up more clothes.
Like staying or staying like
staying just a little longer. I don't take sabbatical or leave often, so probably gonna ask to have a few more days at the very least, and then we'll see from there.
Okay. Well, let me know. There might be a couple of, I'm not sure honestly, in the next few days. But if you were, down for it, we could try that whole date thing again. If you wanted.
Yeah.
Or if you don't, that's totally fine too. I mean, we don't have to push it that far. I know that our last one kind of ended really badly, so that's fine too.
To be fair, you were possessed by a book that was tampered with by an unknown entity that had the ability to puppet people out of containment. It says with a question mark at the end of that.
Yeah, that sums it up pretty good, I think.
And to be fair, like, it's kind of unfair for me to not want to have another date part 2 without that influence. That's me saying yes.
That's okay, that's a yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, we should do something really normal, like super normal movie or something.
Okay.
I don't know what's out. I haven't seen a movie in years.
I'm more worried about you, Mo.
You know, I'm really not fine, actually.
I don't know how this thing works exactly, but every time I saw you come out of it, you looked more broken, and I haven't known you long, but it just didn't seem like you. It didn't seem fair, it didn't seem right, and it looked like it hurt you each and every time, just not physically. And that hurt a lot to see, to be honest.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Uh,
I know it's one of those things you can't stop yourself from saying sorry. I get it.
Yeah. I don't know how to I don't know where to start to move on. I thought that I was good because you know, I lost my family so long ago. But when I was there, I saw them.
Them?
Yeah.
Did you have more than a husband?
I'm
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay, I think. I had help in there. And you know, he made me realize something. That I can't live in the past. I can't let that color everything I do. And you know, Damien, I met you, and for the first time in a really long time, I didn't want to live in the past anymore. I'm really grateful for that.
And I'm glad I was there too before, you know? Like, I couldn't. The thing that pushed me forward was raising my daughter. And I had to do it by myself. With some family, of course, but still. And it was really hard to get out of that place. So don't beat yourself up for that. But it was also kind of a unfair game to be pulled into a space where you had to be confronted with the thing that you lost. No one goes, it's like you're forced to grieve all over again.
Yeah. Did you know that grief is cyclical? Because I didn't.
He stops walking and grabs your arm and pulls you into a side hug. I know it is. It gets easier, but if you're brought back, it can get a lot worse sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a supernatural situation that made it worse, Mo. And I know your team, your family, is going to be there for you. And I'll try to be there for you too. You don't know me that well, but
I'd like to.
I'd like to too.
Good, because this was going to get really awkward
Why?
really quick.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you didn't want to get, then I didn't want to get, and we were just having this conversation. Okay, it was just a joke. I'm sorry.
Your jokes are very weird.
They're not weird. I think they're funny.
They have their own charm to them. I'm
I've
getting
told
used to
that.
it. I am getting used to it.
Yeah.
You know. You rub your arm, like to.
You know, if this whole thing works out, they're gonna start calling you dad.
Oh God.
Mm.
No. No. I already have a daughter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got 3 more kids.
Fuck. It's probably fine. They probably won't do that too quickly, right? They'll take some time.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, in the back of Megan's head, at the very least, she probably has already started.
I just love that Red's just in the corner, like, probably, yeah. So, yeah. And he squeezes you, like, rubs circles into the back of your shoulder to try to, like, soothe you. You do another... I'm assuming you're just doing a lap around.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not going to be a jerk. Nothing's going to happen. All right? So, like, nothing bad happens, because that's rude.
Please. I was so tired.
So, yeah. As you go back to the door, you walk in, like, comfortable silence. You go through the front door. You get a ping from Jack on your phone. And Jack messages, okay, Theo already called me, so that is confirmed. Other problems, though. Grimace emoji.
Is that the...
Yeah.
My favorite emoji.
Honestly, mine too. I call it the yikes emoji. That's why it took me a second.
Emoji. I think we've all felt that. Emoji. You also get a message from Aurora. It's like, Theo contacted me. I'm glad you're safe. ... No smiley face emoji here, because this is not the time.
She ended on a ...
Yeah.
Oh no.
Then says, like, but it looks like other things are happening right now. Stand by. And you're gonna get a call on your phone. You have your phone out.
I go to tap my ear, but I don't have my Bluetooth.
Yeah, okay, you're like, shit, right. You were on a date.
Don't like
you don't
that.
have that's not a great feeling. But you see on the phone screen that it is Janice that's calling you.
Oh shit. You go on in, Damien. I gotta take this.
Okay. If you need me, he like slowly walks up the stairs into the front door.
I'll take this phone call.
All right. I can't be serious while you're making that face. So you pick up the phone. There's silence on the other end for a little bit. For a little too long. And then you hear like, Mo?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Now? Yeah. Physically, yes.
Okay.
Am I in trouble?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was coming.
Mo. You should have stayed at the core after opening a cursed item. I know that, according to Theo, that is part of the draw of this artifact that we have. You're supposed to be lured to open it, so I understand that part. But what you did have control over is staying in the core until you were fully cleared.
I got cleared by
fully
medical.
cleared. You know better.
I know. You're right. I know. I had something that I wanted to do. I know it's not an excuse. I know.
An hour ago, we, at one of the containment centers, it was overrun by 20 unknown personnel that attempted to break in. Some of them were able to get past security, and we lost a couple of people. 2 or 3. And we're still trying to hear back from what happened inside of the containment center. But we have eyes there, and people are making their way in to balance out the situation. But we haven't had a breach like this in a very long time.
Okay. What do you need from me? What can I do?
Nothing. I need you to recover. If you were nearly fully possessed, you almost became one of those entities. It takes a drain on the soul and the body. There is nothing you can do. And that's not because I'm being mean or anything like that. That is just the fact of the matter. But we lost people today, and that's not something I could turn a blind eye to.
Okay.
I will be stopping by later to brief S12.
All of us?
All of you.
Okay.
Why is there a question mark in your voice?
No reason. Does that include Theo?
That includes Theo.
Does that include Ezra?
That includes Ezra.
Does that include Cordelia?
Yes. Why are you going down the line here?
No reason. All of us then, you know? Millie, me, Megan.
If Megan's there, granted, why wouldn't she be with you?
I don't know. No reason.
Is there something that I'm missing?
No. Thank you, ma'am, for contacting me.
Is there something wrong with Megan?
No, shouldn't be.
Is she in trouble of some sort?
No. Should she be?
No.
Okay. No. Yeah, no. Then it's fine.
Okay. Yes, I will be briefing you. If you can get everyone there, that'd be great. It's a bit of a serious topic, so.
Yeah, I understand. Cool.
It'll be in the evening.
So.
Talk to you later.
Okay.
And she hangs up.
What the hell?
And we are gonna go to break, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Mo, you just got a phone call from Janice. It's fine. Like you don't have to. You just got a phone call from Janice. And it sounded like things were great, but you get a weird vibe that, like, even though before it seemed that, like, Megan was in trouble, it seems like Megan might not be in trouble anymore, because there's not that grave tone that's worse.
Yeah.
You have a feeling that if it was, then she might not have been as, like, somber about it, because more worried about you and the whiplash of things, essentially. And you make your way into the building. As y'all do, Theo comes up the stairs from the basement and goes to the hallway. He's looking at his phone. He looks very grave as he looks up from the hallway. You kind of meet in the hallway in front of the living room entrance. And he looks you over. And he's like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah. Thanks to you. Yeah. Might be headed for the doghouse, but you know.
I'm hoping not. But, I mean, we're all in trouble. Including myself. So.
Why are you in trouble?
I wasn't supposed to see you. Or any of you. I, as your boss, feels weird. As your boss, I'm supposed to keep an open mind about these things. I'm supposed to. Ezra is someone close to me. I'm supposed to treat him like any other hunter, seeker. And I haven't. And I haven't been treating y'all that way either. So, yeah. There's several things I should have done, and I didn't.
That seems kind of par for the course for us, honestly.
Maybe you are all rubbing off on me.
I'll take the blame for that. Yeah, sure.
I don't think that it's just solely your blame alone, but okay. Anyway, we have a few hours before Janice makes her way over here. It seems like she wants to talk to everyone. And it looks like our fear is confirmed, and he walks into the living room. The man that's stuck in this mirror realm situation in cage is still kind of slouched against the wall of it, knees up, head hung, kind of thing. And yeah, everyone comes in. It's like, so it seems as if Dollmaker got what he wanted in terms of breaching, but we don't know what happened inside yet. And that's hasn't happened in a very long time. Breaches in general. It's the whole point of the memory thing, but this was a unique case. No one knew that he found a loophole. But like I said, we have 2 hours. We're already, he looks at Mo in the doghouse. He looks at you, Cordelia. Ezra wants to revive you. You can use my basement. And I can ward the house so it doesn't trigger a magical disturbance event. Yeah. He like nods at you.
Try my best not to make too much of a ruckus.
It will happen. It's a revival, so.
I can help ward the house, if need be.
That would be helpful. If you can tackle upstairs, I can tackle downstairs. So it doesn't spill out from those areas. That downstairs is always warded. It's just the rest of the house.
Okay, I can do that.
Body, right? And then as as he says that, Theo says it, out of nowhere, it seems like from behind the couch, portal opens up. Willow's portal, specifically edges of shadow in the center. There's like ripples of blue energy that remind you of water. Their head pops out in their shoulders, and one hand, as they wave. Hello. Oh. What did I miss?
I'm good now.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm glad you're okay. I know I should have said something, but it was kind of an urgent thing. But okay, there's someone in the cage. Oh, Fey magic. Okay. Body, right?
Yes. Yes, please.
Theo is just glaring at the sudden appearance of a Fae in his house, but like how? Like not because it's Willow, just how. And then he just shakes his head. Yeah, whatever. They dip into the portal for a split second and then come back out carrying a body. Princess Carrie Wise. They look like they're in a gown, like a very like a weird translucent, like iridescent gown that's kind of loose fitting, so covered up essentially. They have blonde hair, black roots, have beauty marks on their face, closed. It looks like they are just sleeping, except they look extremely pale, so you would probably tell that like either they're not well or they're dead. But they look very like it just happened kind of thing as they step out. It's like, so where do I put the body?
Basement. If you'll follow me, I guess.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And then she looks at Ezra, who like looks at her as they walk by. And Ezra like just nods. It's like, I'll be there in a second. And you walk downstairs to the basement. Is everyone accompanying? If everyone's staying up here, did we want to branch off? Because the ritual was probably going to be starting to get set up right now. That's the best way to put it.
Megan will probably go support Cordelia however she can.
Mm-hmm. And I know you, Millie, are warding the house upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to you first, Millie. You and Theo stay behind as everyone. Mo, are you going to downstairs?
I wanted to actually pull Megan aside for just a second.
Okay, so we got a couple things happening here. So we'll do Megan and Mo talking first, then we're gonna do Millie, kind of Theo, I suppose, depending on how that goes, and then we're gonna go to the basement where the stuff's happening. All right, so everyone starts branching off. Megan, Mo pulls you off to the side as you get ready to like assist or follow.
Hey, really quick. I know I've been a little bit off these couple of days. I could have swore the Corps was looking for you for something.
You mean they're not?
No? Not anymore?
Are you sure?
I just talked to Janice. Yes, I'm sure.
Damn, that was fast.
What does that mean?
So, well, don't be mad.
Okay, I will reserve judgment. Just tell me.
I had to contact Elle to make sure she held up the end of her bargain, because things were more complex. We had to modify the agreement a little bit. But I am no longer blamed, and the person who ratted me out will be blamed for everything. So.
Okay. I don't know how to feel about that. Oh man, there's a lot to react here.
Okay. So the only piece remaining left with the deal is I have to mediate a conversation between Theo and L. The only limitation or restriction that L gave is that it has to be between the two of them, not just the two of them, but they both have to be there. I have to be there, and it has to not be here.
Okay. I don't know how well that's gonna go. I'll be honest with you. Do you want backup?
Yes.
Yes?
I
Okay.
do want backup. Do you want assistance? Make sure people are there. I was thinking having it in a public place. That way, if things did go bad, alternatively, we could see if there's space in the core. Technically, that wasn't not allowed by the deal. But I do want something. I do want something to come out of the deal, and I feel like Elle probably wouldn't show up at that point. Well, yes, my part of the bargain would be fulfilled probably, because maybe gets tricky in that instance. If she chooses not to show up because she doesn't like the place, technically I did my part, but at the same time I'm not actually mediating a conversation because she chose not to, but she didn't give me that restriction, so I feel like it's just complicated.
Yeah.
So it might just be easier for a public place because she is fine with that.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine. Did she give you a deadline for this sort of thing?
Nope.
No? Okay. All right. Then that could be moved a bit further down on our priority list. I'm not gonna say that I'm happy with this, but I think I trust you I trust your judgment. Let's
Thank
say that.
you. That's one of the first times I've heard that in a long time.
I don't say this enough. You're good at what you do, okay? And I trust that about you.
Thank you. I still wonder if I should be offended when people say I'm good at what I do because I do illegal things, but I'm good at doing illegal things. But I'll take it.
I meant it as a compliment. I know you're not the only person who does stuff well that is maybe not looked upon in the best light by the general public. So anyway, thank you for telling me.
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, me too.
And Megan will give Mo a hug, probably.
Oh, whoa. Are you okay? Are you sick?
Yeah, no. Just was a lot not having you around.
Okay.
Not around in your fullest capacity, I guess. Sometimes you were here, but you weren't fully here.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I'm here now for however long. I might be in some serious shit, but it's fine. I'm glad you are clear.
Well, I know how to get us out of some serious shit, apparently. So I'm sure we can figure something out.
Yeah, that's true. Really quickly, this other person you blamed, they don't know who how do I say this? They're not gonna come after you, are they?
They come after me anyway. That's a sunk cost.
Do you want me to kick their ass? Do you want me to kill them?
You don't need to kill them. That might be a conversation for all of us to consider at a later date.
Okay.
But you don't need to bear that burden.
It's not a burden.
You don't need to bear that blame of killing them on your own. I will gladly assist you.
Oh, okay. I understand. Cool.
Just casually talking about murder.
It's fine. Damien, plug your ears.
Damien is not there, so
excellent.
Damien left to at least not anywhere near y'all, either going downstairs or in the kitchen or something. Cool. Anything else with you two? Okay, cool. So y'all,
I will go downstairs though.
See you also
just to
downstairs.
Spectate. I can't help, but I'll spectate.
Okay. So Megan, are you also going down to help? Right. All right. So while that's happening, we're gonna go to Theo and Millie. So you two stay behind. Theo starts on the lower level. Are you planning on helping him with both, or are you doing the top and he's doing the bottom?
Yeah, Theo had the bottom. Millie will work on the top.
Okay. So as you're getting ready to go upstairs, because you're beelining to get past this dude that looks like the thing in your head that's tormenting you, he calls to you, Millie.
What?
What did you make a deal with?
Why does that matter?
Because it changed your whole essence, essentially, to be something else.
Well, I've dealt with it for this long, and I don't want your help.
You don't need mine, but you might need someone else's.
Then I will talk to someone else when the time is right. Talks have already begun, actually.
Well, that's good then, but you've been dealing with this entire time? How long?
I'm sorry about the muffin. I was supposed to punch you, and
I forgot about the muffin. It doesn't matter. Like,
look.
How long have you been dealing with this?
A while. I don't want to talk about it, and I wish that could be respected.
Fine.
Thank you.
Go upstairs. I'll focus here. And he goes to, essentially, it looks like you will sense this probably with your sight alone. You don't have to like roll or anything. You do see like a residue of like sigils, like usually in a vertical line going in different spots of the house. It looks like they are invisible to the naked eye once activated, but it looks like all you have to do is trace them over again and pour energy into them to engage it. So when you go upstairs, he watches you as you go back upstairs. He looks worried, but keeping that to himself and respecting the boundary that was established. You sense that upstairs. If you're going to do that first, roll to use magic.
All right.
Let's hit that weird baby.
Ooh, that's a 6.
Okay. I wasn't expecting it to fail.
Want to use that luck point? I'm kidding. Don't do it.
Please
Don't do it.
Okay. So, describe how this is happening in terms of like you like going through and putting the energy in. And then I'll tell you how it feels.
I think I know exactly how this goes.
Okay, go.
They're doing an earnest attempt at crossing the sigils, but their magic is so volatile and sourced in anger and hate and jealousy and fear that it can't protect. It's too feral to be protective.
It's too much of this raw emotions that you've been trying to bottle up this entire time, and it's interfering. Similar to what has been told to you, you need to keep an open mind. You probably hear that in your head, mockingly this time. You need to keep an open mind while you're doing these things. And you feel the energy snap. One of those sigil lines like completely evaporates. That was already like present. And you're gonna take 1 damage from that because it feels like elastic pulling taut and then snapping is the feeling you get with this. Downstairs you feel magic snap into place very easily. And you hear from downstairs like, everything okay up there?
I just need to calm down. I'm fine.
I'm not gonna let you be calm.
I am the pinnacle of chill right now.
I don't think you are.
I am so calm.
Not even a little bit.
The last iceberg in Antarctica. I am perfectly chill.
No, you're like the pit of hell.
It has been argued that the center of hell is extremely cold, so if we are going by Dante's...
Based off of Bible fan fiction, who are you listening to?
It is enough to help me. They're like... And I don't think they're even like tracing along the ceiling anymore. It's just kind of like random scratches against the wall. Nothing is happening.
Sorry. It's great. So while you're like muttering to yourself, Theo has walked upstairs at this point, seeing himself that like the energy already snapped. And he's like, I can just fix this real quick. While you're in another corner, you're probably trying, but you're distracted with not even doing the actual sigils. He is going to put what was there back in place, like undo what you just did. You see energy at the tips of his fingers, just reverse the magic. It seems like to be what it was 5 seconds ago, which is kind of cheating, to be honest, versus like redoing it by hand, but whatever. And he puts it back and he's like, you can try again if you want.
No, I think I'm not helping. I'm wasting time and being a distraction. I'll just go downstairs.
1 second. Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. But let's see. Depends on what happens. Okay. So, can you roll sharp for me?
I mean, I can. Doesn't mean I should.
Is Megan actually the sharpest one?
I don't know.
A 7.
I think so, yeah. I think so. A 7. Oh, so you just passed. So, Theo looks at you. Yeah, I think so. Theo looks at you for a second as you get ready to walk past him, and he starts talking to you. At first, like, you hear like the starting note of like that. You weren't in the house when Mo was being cleansed, so you didn't hear this. The starting note of something that starts sounding horrible to you. Like, it sounds like this. If this is like screeching on like nails on a chalkboard, it's like that starting sound. Then he stops, clears his throat, and he's going to talk again. And whatever you hear this time, it sounds extremely soothing to you. It is the calmest you have felt in a very long time. It feels like that voice in your head is gone for a minute. You feel like yourself. It feels like no one's there with you. Like, even when there was 3 different entities that like made more powerful by one because of the nom-noms, you know, like they had a wonderful chow down in your head. They're gone. It seems like it's temporary. You do not know what he said. Like, it sounds like nothing. Like, it just sounds like it's just you in there. You just know it's temporary, whatever you just did.
Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I guess I should just... I'm gonna go downstairs.
Yeah. Take it easy. I got it from here, I think.
Okay. And they just scurry off.
Okay. follows you again, dies, and then puts the magic in place, and imbues it. And you can feel that magic snap into place just fine. And with that, I'm assuming after everything's put into place, we're going to go downstairs. Everyone's going to funnel down into the basement. It is your typical basement with basement windows, concrete floor. It's clean though, organized with different shelves that seems to have like different books, categories, files. There's filing cabinets. You've all seen this at some point before. It looks like a hunter's basement. There's different lore books, not as vast as the library at the Arcane Corps headquarters, but decent enough for an individual hunter to have. Seems like there's like some hanging herbs for cataloging purposes, probably to make a quick potion of some sort, or a quick healing item of some sort, whatever that might be, maybe a buffer to magic. And a lot of storage units down here, but not taking up too much space. There's a wide floor. It looks like Ezra, like a wide space for the floor. It looks like Ezra has just started making a circle. It looks like he's taking his time with it, making sure everything's correct. And Willow, in the center of that circle, is laying the body down, like, carefully. Looks like they want to talk to Ezra, but not the time. This is obviously he's very focused, and they are like trying to be nice, but also like, I want to talk to him is the vibe you're getting. Like, you don't have to do monster empathy or empathy. You see that like vibrating through their skin. Ezra had finished that elixir that he was making. He kept the Reaper's Breath and the concoction separate. It looks like it needs to be mixed at a certain time, closer to the time of the actual ritual happening. So he kept them separate until that happened. So you see the contents in a jar. You see the jar of Reaper's Breath. That is final look. Liz. Yeah. So that's what it looks like if y'all are in roll 20. It looks like ectoplasm, kind of, which you see the like, but it's swirling. It feels like bubbling. Looks like bubbling, swirling essence of some sort. Like, you feel like it might have a sound of whispers or sighs, or the sound of spirits is what you get the vibe of when you look at it. You're not sure if that's actually going to happen, but that's what it feels like when you look at this. And those are standing on a desk, like that, like probably another desk that like Theo probably sits at when he does file cataloging down here, a few feet away. And Ezra's wrapping up. He's like, we're almost done. I could use some help with the circle if anyone wants to help me with that. Other than that, it's just going to be the ritual part, and I need energy to channel in. I'm going to be in the center with you, Cordelia. I need 2 people. Mo?
For what?
I just need energy.
Exactly.
To revive Cordelia.
You've done a lot of energy, Mo, recently.
Well, okay, all right.
Let us do this.
Sure.
You're recovering still. It's fine.
I appreciate it, Mom, but it's okay.
It's the thought that counts.
Yes.
Ezra says.
I'm here if you need me. All right.
Moral support is also valid energy. Thank you. But please take a seat. And he points to like the desk. Like, there's a table there. There's a seat there. Theo joins and he's like, I'll do. If anyone else wants to help me. Megan, did you say yes?
Megan will help you.
Okay, so we have 2 people, and that's great. Megan, can you use magic on finishing the circle with Ezra? You're muted.
I am muted. Sorry about that. That is a 7.
Okay.
I'll take a harm again.
Oh my god. Okay, so you do it again. So you're helping with the finishing touches of the circle. So it takes less than 5 minutes. It should have taken like 15 minutes, but y'all are able to do it pretty quickly. But you feel like upon completing the circle, a bit of energy sapped from you. Probably the intent behind it took a little bit more than it should have, and you take 1 harm. You feel the magic pulsing in the floor at this, as this happens. And Ezra gets to the center of the floor. You're gonna do something, Iris. You're doing the nose thing.
Just while this is happening, if I could pull Theo to the side for just a moment.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay. I don't think that we go into a different room or anything like that. I think it's just she's trying to talk in a hushed tone. How bad can this be?
This revival or resurrection?
Yes.
Well, the good news is it's undoing something that was done before. So it's not, if it were your body, that's one thing. Like, it's just undoing things that had already transpired. Give-take situation. You're taking a little bit more this time because you're using a body that's not your own. And it's years later. Your body, well, not your body, your spiritual body gestures to you is a little bit more than it was before. Because years of time, experience, energy, ability. So all the things that Ezra has gathered might help you with this transition. But if any miscalculation of energy given, on top of the fact of it is technically bringing someone back to life, there's always a cost with that. So everything could be perfect, it still might mean something comes back with you. It could mean you change. It could mean something happens to anyone in that circle when it's done. I hope not. Normally it wouldn't, but that's if ever
Right.
something goes wrong.
And I can't imagine that this is not incredibly frowned upon with the Corps.
Yeah, it is. The only reason why he gestures to Ezra and drops his voice a little bit more, like the only reason why Ezra was allowed to come back was because it was sanctioned to. That's it.
Oh, well. Just wanted to get all my ducks in a row, I guess. Get a idea of what I'm walking into.
Any other questions about what you're getting ready to walk into?
I wouldn't say a question. Just a thank you.
You're welcome.
You didn't have to do half the shit that we've put you through, but you have, and
I've had worse, Cordelia.
I'm sure, but still, it's not something that anyone should have to easily brush off.
Thank you.
And you.
Now,
I'm going to go step into a new body.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good luck. And you float over. Ezra is crouched in front of this body, like on the side of the body. He's got lifted it up, essentially, to move it down, essentially, like move it a little bit. So what is happening is that the body's head is laying on his, like crouched down on his lap, essentially. He's looking over it, essentially. So it would be looking up towards the ceiling. Yeah. Thank you for describing the positioning. And he asks Megan, can you bring over those reagents over there, if you don't mind? So you bring over Reaper's Breath and the ground down herbs. He joins it together pretty quickly and applies magic, normal magic, just like enough energy to mix them together, and it becomes this dark bluish liquid that slowly turns transparent as it swirls in the jar. Those colors shouldn't be working like that. Like if this was paint class, like that's not how that normally goes. But it looks like whatever was supposed to happen happened correctly. And is that right? Good. Cool. All right. So what's gonna happen? Talking to everyone. I'm gonna give this to your body, Cordelia. It's supposed to heal and rejuvenate and awaken the body as if it were a living person, like someone in a coma. Then we're going to take the Dawn root thread to tether you. And then from there, it's snapping you in, essentially, with energy. All right. So with that, we're going to have, who's participating? So it's Theo, Megan, Cordelia, you're going to have to roll too. And Ezra's going to roll. Everyone will roll use magic from me and tell me what you get. And we'll describe how this goes.
13.
Yes! Cool. Alright, so that's one success. Cool.
9.
Awesome. You have a mixed success. Cool. So let me roll dice 2 times. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Someone didn't succeed. But hey, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So, Megan, what you do is on the outer edge of the circle, you're on one side of it. You crouch down and you start pouring your energy in. It is Megan carrying, yes. You pour your energy into the circle, and it feels so natural. It's just like boom. You put in your part with ease. Theo on his side crouches down on the opposite end of it, concentrates, does the same thing, snaps together like succinctly. The sigils, the summoning circle, not summoning circle. The circle is glowing a faint color, very iridescent, very similar to the Dawn root thread. So their part is successful. Cordelia, what is your glitch?
My glitch. I should have been thinking about this.
Yes.
I'm caught between problematic side effect and the effect is weakened. I'm going to say problematic side effect.
Okay. All right, cool. Ezra leans forward to give you the elixir, like the body. He pours it in with steady hands. Is successful in doing so. And is able to get that all in pretty fine. The body starts to show signs of life in about 5 seconds or 10. But it looks like it's shallowly breathing. Eyelids moving, fingers twitching, slowly coming to life. But not waking up, obviously, because there's nothing there to wake it up in the first place. And after that, Willow is going to assist with the threading of you. So Ezra asks you to float over the body, and they're going to weave you into it. So it's kind of like stitching, like if this was sewing, like sewing you into this from your floated position over this body. And they're able to do it just fine. Everything seems fine. And with that, take a deep breath. Everyone's holding their breath. Ezra puts his energy in the final bit to finalize this. Cordelia, you feel like something's wrong when this happens from him, but he's able to do it fine, it seems like. Like, you don't know what it is. Millie, could you roll weird for me?
Oh boy, can I?
You're going to use a sight to help you on this one, because...
12.
Okay, good for you. So, you're distracted, kind of, like, your head is clear for the first time, like the effects that Theo gave you from whatever he did earlier. You look to Ezra, you can see the back of Ezra. You feel an energy come off of him, like that suddenly spikes for like a quick second. It doesn't feel good, whatever that energy is. It's coming from within him, is the best way to put it. And you notice for a split second something wrong with his shadow. You're not sure what it is.
Okay. I think it's more of a reflex. They're gonna try to attack it, whatever it is.
Oh my god.
On site.
It's on site with this shadow.
Yes.
I love how you do the thing I don't expect you to do when I introduce something. Like, and it's always in the second before last episode. I've noticed this. This is the second time this happened too. I love it. No, don't. How are you attacking it? What do you think? Whatever you think this is.
Just this instant that crackle of like bright green magic, and I would like to use the big whammy.
By all means.
And if they miss, oh no, they just attacked Ezra. Teehee.
Oop.
Well, luckily I gained experience.
Oh.
That was a 4.
Okay, so it failed. So what I'm gonna do,
Yes.
It doesn't fail the way it normally does for you, which usually it hits you instead. You fling this spark of green energy at the shadow that's behind Ezra. You're not sure what's wrong with it. You know something's off with it. You can't pinpoint quite much. It flicks at the shadow. The shadow moves in a weird way, and it devours it. Whatever you just flung at it. Like, it absorbed it, is the best way to put it. Theo definitely saw that and makes a face at that, like, not mad at you, just more like, what the fuck was that? Like, it was just like barely registered. Very similar to when you attacked Theo in Ezra's apartment. But he's witnessing it from this side, and it's like, what the fuck just happened kind of thing. Like, more on the devouring part. And he looks and then looks at you, side-eyes you in terms of more like, what? Not at you, just like, what was that? Like, making an eye at you. Like, you both are kind of like having a conversation. You're not sure if you're understanding each other about what you're trying to tell each other silently. Mo probably sees this from her position across the room. But no one else noticed the exchange of magic. So you don't take damage, but something definitely took the damage, and was snuffed out immediately. Apparently, whatever it was. It's probably fine.
Totally.
Yeah. So yeah, no one else noticed the shadow was acting weird. So as the threading finishes, snap into place, Ezra looks up at you, Cordelia. You're not facing him because like you're looking at the ceiling with the stitching. It doesn't hurt, just feels like mild pressure. He calls up to you. He's like, okay, you ready? We're about to kind of pull you in. Okay?
I'm ready.
All right. Cordelia, can you roll resurrection for me? You're going to roll weird.
And
you're going to subtract your weird. So instead of +3, it's -3.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
Watch me get a -1.
Please don't. Please don't say that.
No. Knock on wood. Not negative.
Okay, that's good. So what did you get?
Oh, 1. Double 2s.
Okay.
Double 2s.
Alright. I'm going to roll, but it's not going to do anything even if I help you. Okay, so...
Do you have a luck left?
This is not a thing you can look, unfortunately.
Oh, rip.
Even if I could, I
even
don't know
if it's not one of those things, like it's a big magic thing, you can't do that. Yeah. Okay, so you have a few options. Did you want me to choose the option, or did you want to choose the option? I'll list it out, and then you can tell me.
Yeah, let's hear the list.
So, you come back broken. Whether that is, I don't like the listings of it because I think it's ableist, but soulless is one option. Depressive. Essentially, it will be a change to your stat of some sort is what I'm going to be doing, not whatever it's written here. You come back very different, also ableist. So taking a worse outcome on your one stat specifically, by a lot. Like it would be like a -2 on a stat, essentially. Your revival satisfies an ancient, dark, and terrible prophecy. Something comes back with you. A possessed spirit, a slain monster is revived, an ancient evil is released. It is an immediate and pressing danger. You, or one who bought you back, owes you a huge debt. Owes a huge debt, not you. Owes a huge debt to either firstborn, their soul, 10 years of servitude, something. To a powerful spirit, monster, or demon.
Well, with all those lovely options.
They're so great.
they're so lovely.
I was not expecting a 1. I was hoping for like a mixed success, to be honest.
I was thinking like a 7 maybe.
I was thinking like just making 7.
Yeah.
So did you want to select, or did you want me to select?
I think I'm gonna let you choose, if that's all right.
Okay, hold on. Do you want me to tell you?
Do you want to message me just privately?
I can message you privately. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Love y'all.
I can't even be mad since I did the secret message last time.
Yeah, I know. I love secret messages. All right, cool.
Whispers.
I am going to privately message you in the chat.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine. It's totally good.
It's the one I thought. But...
Yeah, I mean, I was like, that's perfect, to be honest. Cool. So, Ezra grabs the ends of this iridescent thread of the dawn root and quickly snaps it in two opposite directions. You feel yourself ripped hard into something. Like, it feels like you hit the floor hard. You feel pain, first of all. You've never felt pain except for, like, when Mo hit you by accident, like, or, like, other instances like that. This feels like you haven't been breathing for a very long time. You feel like you're hungry. You feel achy. Your bones are creaking. It's hard to open your eyes. You feel cold. You've never felt cold before in a very long time, in terms of physical body. It is so instantaneous. Like, you thought this was going to be like, like a whole process, you know. It is 1 minute you felt nothing, and now you feel a lot of different sensations. And your eyes slowly open and focus, and you look up into someone else's eyes that's right above you. You see one very brown eye, and you see one light-colored eye that seems to have gotten lighter than the last time you saw it. And looking nervous and worried, gripping your shoulders, like lifting you up. He's like, Corey?
Now comes the time when I've been going back and forth on whether or not she fakes.
Oh my god. Oh, why would you do this? I'm sorry.
Because at her core, in her heart of hearts, Corey for so long has been a coward. And so if she thinks she's going to get major repercussions for coming back, she might want to avoid those.
Are you okay?
But I don't think that she can do that, so I won't.
Once you look at the pretty boy face above you that's like so excited to make sure that everything worked okay, are you like, because keep in mind, I'm okay with whatever decision you make. Give me story, give me drama, give me all that shit. But consequences are a thing. So
yes, they are.
So what do you want to do?
I think that she just takes a big gasp of air.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Hi. Okay. You're fine? It's you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's me. It's
all
me.
Right. He pulls you. You probably lift up, and he like immediately pulls you into a really tight bear hug. Probably tighter than he should.
Ow.
Sorry.
Ow. Yay. Ow.
Okay.
No. Yay.
Yeah. Okay.
Ow.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, it worked. It worked, everyone.
Oh, come here, you! I'm give Corey a huge hug. Oh my god!
Everyone. Ow. Nope, that one hurt even. Oh. Ow.
I'm so sorry. I'm
Thunder.
so sorry. I'm so happy to see. Oh my god, blonde.
No,
huh?
you're okay. What?
Blonde. You're blonde.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good look on you.
Thanks.
All right. Anything wrong? As there's like you can see me fine.
No, yeah, I can see okay.
Your feelings coming back. Everything's good. Your heart.
Yes. No, I can. I'm breathing. I can see. I think it's all there.
What's up with your voice?
I don't know.
Different person. Different vocal cords.
It's different mouth, different tongue. It's different vocal cords, I guess. Or I guess I didn't have them before, but
Oh, the accent's
about
that. That's weird.
I mean,
okay.
I can try to do it if it makes you more comfortable.
No, it's fine.
No.
It's fine.
Okay.
As long as it's you, that's all that matters.
It's me. It's me.
All right. hugs you again, like really tight. Doesn't give a fuck.
Yep.
Okay, like just
Hugs back.
Cool. Everything seems okay, from what y'all can tell.
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay. And from that, we are, unless there's anything anyone wants to do, we're gonna end. Yes?
I just pull everyone in for a hug.
Yeah, so
just
everyone
the
comes
whole
in.
I was gonna say,
family.
Mo does not stop hugging you.
Megan's very like ginger about it, seeing like how
so you're
much
the only
like
one that actually cared about like not hurting, like
yeah.
everyone else is like, oh,
Millie
fuck.
is barely in that hug because they don't want to overwhelm.
So yeah, so everyone jumps in, gives hugs. Their brand of hugs, or stockpiling, or being gentle, or not being gentle. Theo is, and I would say Damien is also like kind of just leaning against the wall watching this happen. Both of them are like exchanging glances. Willow looks like they want a hug, but they don't. Like, this is just S12 hug. Like, this is I'll hug later. This is fine. But keeps on looking at Ezra while this is happening. And again, we're going to end. And then we have our post-credits scene, right? That always happens. From outside of the basement window, right? Like, so, probably on a fire hydrant just outside of, like, looking inside. So it kind of looks like the camera's pulling out from this beautiful scene backwards through the glass. It warps as it pulls out further, and then settles to a fire hydrant. On the fire hydrant, settled there, perched, looking through, you see a crow. Looking through. Tilts that has the same color eyes as Ezra does. One of his eyes. And we are going to end it right there, everyone. So we're going to start from reverse order. Jess, who are you and where can people find you?
What up? My name's Jazz. I was Mo Jackson. You can find me on Twitter at the moment. At 𝘀𝗀𝗁𝗀𝗀𝗁𝗀, CINDERSCORIA. That's mostly where I hang out. Yeah, I'm not really actually doing anything currently aside from this. So maybe in the future there might be other stuff, but for now, I'm not really doing anything. Guys, hit me up, please.
Yes, please hit up Jazz. Jazz is pretty awesome, pretty lit.
I'm not doing anything.
Amazing
please.
player, please.
Aw.
Cool. And Red. Looking at the overlay, sorry.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red. I was playing your lovely crooked Megan Frost. I can typically be found _Mischievous Red on Twitter or just Mischievous Red on Twitch, but I'm also one of the founders of Huntsman's Hydra, a multi-headed TTRPG that my partner and I founded. So I'm currently doing a GM. I'm being a game master finally. For a bossing game starting soon, and then hopefully I'll even do more solo RPGs there. So check Huntsman's Hydra out as well.
Awesome. And Iris.
Hello, my name is Iris Wyndham, and my pronouns are she/they. I am playing Cassandra Blackwell. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm playing Cordelia Bennett. Pronouns she/her. And I'm also not really doing much, but look out soon because I'm getting back in the game, setting up a new booth. So, yeah, you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at IrisWyndhamVO.
Vin, go on ahead.
Hi guys, I'm Vin at VinVox58 on Twitter. I'm a voice actor and a tabletop performer. I didn't say my little bit. I played Millie, the spooky catch all my announcements on Twitter. That's where I'm most active. I do want to drop February 10th. I want to say at 7 p.m. We have Wes Frank's graphic designer at 𝘁𝗏𝗏𝗏 running a Kids on Brooms game. So if you just happen to have $60 or $70 on the 10th and you don't have anywhere to spend it, why don't you just support us supporting trans lives? So again, February 10th, Kids on Brooms. We're playing staff, so we're like Magic School, Abbott Elementary. It's going to be a great time.
Awesome. And hi, everyone. I'm Ambrose. It's nice to see you all. This was wonderful, first of all, just seeing this in general. I am on Friends That Roll Dice, playing the Siren Song Monster of the Week. I play a Monstrous on that. I am a vampire, so that was fun. We should be continuing soon. We just had to take a little bit of a break just because someone wasn't feeling well, but we will continue. I think we're doing 6 episodes total, so watch us there. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.